There are moments in life that split your timeline in half, before you saw it. And after you did. For me, that moment came on a random Wednesday afternoon. I walked in on my wife, with her personal trainer, and just like that, my entire marriage collapsed. My name is Marcus. I'm 38, married for 7 years. Or at least, I was. My wife, Taylor, is 34, fitness-obsessed, confident, and stunning. The kind of woman who turned heads at every restaurant we ever walked into. She worked in marketing, but fitness was her world. Gym 6 days a week, meal prep every Sunday, protein shakes in the fridge like clockwork. I used to admire her discipline, support her goals. Hell, I even paid for her trainer, a private one-on-one coach named Adrian. He was in shape, sure, but I never felt threatened. I mean, I trusted Taylor. She wasn't just my wife, she was my best friend, or so I thought. It all started to change about 6 months before I found out. Taylor began training more, longer sessions, later at night. She'd come home sweaty, energized, and oddly distant. She smiled less, touched me less, looked through me sometimes, like I wasn't even there. At first, I chalked it up to stress. She said work was intense, deadlines brutal, the gym her only escape. But then I started noticing small things. The way she'd smile at her phone when she thought I wasn't looking. How she'd jump if I entered the room while she was texting. How Adrian's name came up a lot. Too much. I just connect with him, she said one night. He gets me, he pushes me in ways I need. I laughed it off. Made a stupid joke, but something about the way she looked at me after made my stomach twist. I didn't feel like her husband anymore. I felt like her roommate. The day it all came crashing down started like any other. I was supposed to be out of town for a 2-day conference. Last minute, it got canceled. I decided not to tell her. Figured I'd surprise her. Maybe take her out for dinner. Reconnect, talk things through. So I came home around 4 p.m. The house was too quiet. No music. No sound of the TV. No one in the kitchen. Then I heard a thump, a laugh, a moan. From the upstairs guest room. I froze. My heart started pounding. My mouth went dry. But something inside me, some sick, trembling instinct, pushed me forward. I walked up the stairs slowly. Each step felt like it was taking a year. The door was cracked just an inch. I pushed it open, and that's when I saw her. Taylor, naked, on top of Adrian, her trainer, laughing, gasping, hands tangled in his hair like they'd done this a dozen times before. They didn't see me at first, and, for a brief second, I couldn't move. It was like my soul left my body, just for a second, to escape the explosion it knew was coming. Then Taylor turned. She saw me. Her face dropped like a glass shattering on a tile floor. Marcus, she screamed, scrambling for the blanket. Adrian sat up, shirtless, speechless. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just stood there, shaking, and said, "You're everything I never thought you'd be." Then I walked downstairs, grabbed my car keys, and left. I stayed at a hotel that night. I didn't answer her calls, her texts, her crying voicemails. She swore it was the first time, swore she didn't plan for it to happen, swore she still loved me, but lies don't deserve replies. The next morning, I called a lawyer. The fallout was ugly. Turns out it wasn't the first time. They'd been seeing each other for almost 3 months, sometimes at the gym, sometimes in our home, while I was at work. Taylor confessed during mediation, said she felt unseen, that Adrian filled a space I'd let grow empty. But that's not love, that's cowardice. Wearing gym clothes. She moved out shortly after. I kept the house. She lost most of her dignity when the story got around, and trust me, it did. Adrian got fired from his gym. Apparently, I wasn't the first husband to raise questions. Taylor tried to win me back a few months later. Showed up at my door, crying, holding an old photo of us from our wedding. Said I was the best thing that ever happened to her, And maybe I was, but she never be the same to me. It's been almost a year now. I've rebuilt. I sleep better, eat better, smile more. I started boxing again, a hobby I gave up when I got too busy. I spend weekends with friends. I've even started seeing someone new, someone honest, Taylor. She's just a ghost in a gym mirror now. So yeah. I walked in on my wife and her trainer, and for one moment, my world burned, but now, I'm standing in the ashes, stronger, wiser, and with a peace she never know.